And now the countdown's on. This is for real. Look, it's the War on Peace. We're in Logan Square. All three of them back in the car. Last time we did this outside a haunted house, and I didn't feed you.
No.
We were terrified for weeks.
We had to feed ourselves.
It was horrifying. But yeah, I actually broke my own rule, and there was no food because they didn't have food at the haunted house. So this is a long overdue meal with the War on Peace.
You sent us to
Pequod's up
Pequod's.
That's actually really good.
I mean,
yeah.
it was
very
very
good.
classic.
You
right?
actually went there afterward?
No,
we did.
You
You
didn't.
didn't.
You were like, I got a thing.
Oh, I got to get home to my
I
family
got
or something like
kids and
that.
stuff.
So we're going to watch the Goldbergs. It's a pretty busy Wednesday night.
So Stephen, Jeremy, and Grahm, the War and Peace are here. We're outside Taqueria Moran in Logan Square. It is Taco Tuesday as we're recording this, so it seems only appropriate. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Car Con Carne, I just started rolling into the show. I have to mention, Car Con Carne is lovingly presented by the Autobarn Mazda of Evanston, the very place where I got this car and my other car. And I've been driving around a Mazda CX-9 from the Autobarn Mazda of Evanston, it feels like luxury when I take this thing on the road. Go there, take a test drive, say hi to those guys. They're fantastic. They'll take care of you. 1015 Chicago Avenue in Evanston between Maine and Dempster. There we go. I had to say that. I can't believe I got so excited you were here. I forgot to mention that.
It's Car Con Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Car Con Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
All right, so the War on Peace. You're going to sing for your supper tonight. And I watched you as I was getting set up in my car. What street is this? It's the side street right off of
There's a train.
Milwaukee. There's a train. It's called the L.
It's called
the Blue Line. Pretty famous in these parts.
I really hope it shows up right in the middle of the.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
So I'm getting set up in the car on whatever the side street is. I'm watching you in your car. You're rehearsing in the car. That is commitment to your craft. That says to me, you want to own this performance. You made sure you had it all figured out in the confines of your car so that you can translate that to the fantastic Mazda 3 we're in right now.
You're not wrong.
Nope.
But I
I have a very large keyboard back here.
It's very
So
large.
I really had to commit to the space,
And a boombox.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you
All right,
see
so
that?
since we are on Facebook
Okay.
Live,
Yeah.
that is an actual boombox behind me, and that plays an important role in what we're about to hear.
Moderately important.
There's a full keyboard behind me.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to hear some synths.
It's going to work. It's going to work.
I love it. And you've got the synths wired into...
Just a Bluetooth speaker. I'm not going to move it, though, because I don't want to...
Don't touch it.
Don't just leave it.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Don't let
And,
me tell you can't do it, kids.
So we have a boombox and a synth. What's this called?
This is a guitar.
Fantastic.
It's a baby, Taylor.
It's a baby Taylor.
This is a
It's
little
perfect.
guy.
Careful, you're going to put someone's
Smaller.
eye
I
out
was
with that.
thinking,
It's a bite size.
ergonomically comfort for this special broadcast.
And unfortunately, the tallest member of the band is sitting behind me, and my chair's broken and doesn't move. How are your knees? Is it like flying
It's
coach on
great.
Delta?
Here's the actual thing. I don't have to play anything.
You asked the rest of the
You-
band if they turned off
did
their
you put
phones.
your phone on silent?
Just
phone on.
FaceTime me. Shout out to Tony Sorcy. Can't do it, dude.
Can't do it.
Later, brah.
Yeah.
I'm busy.
He's watching. He just liked
They're
it.
about to bring the
That's
rock
what
as the
About
blue
to
line
bring it.
zips
I did.
overhead.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Hey, there it
goes.
is. There's the L.
That is quintessentially
People on
Chicago
the
right
way.
there.
That's a beautiful sound.
All right, so before we get tacos, before we do our proper interview, you're going to play. What are you going to play?
This is a new song called High School Kids Know the Real Truth. Right? Is that what it's called? High School Kids.
High school.
High school.
Wait, so I haven't even heard this yet.
No,
Kids
it's
Know
going
the
to come
Truth.
out on our new EP called Mutual Destruction.
Didn't you just put out an EP like 4 months ago?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
May 17th, Lincoln Hall.
You're
Lincoln Hall,
busy.
We're going to play, so
Yeah.
we're going to, we'll release it then.
So this is brand
I
new. I
hope
don't even
so.
know what I'm about to hear.
Mm-mm.
They don't know what they're about to hear.
It's a fun little song.
And it's
What's
about
it
high
about,
school.
It's about, well, it's...
Because
it's
there's
love
kind of a
talking
through
about
line
this.
here.
Come on.
It's an observation of kids on synthetic meth and getting their hands on guns.
All right, so
There's it's observational.
a little different from 97 Camry, which was more about high school innocence and youth.
Yeah.
So we're going a little darker on this one.
Ooh, I like
Sure.
those lights when the got like the
I mean,
brake
you
lights
say
in front of us.
dark, I say, Uh-oh.
Oh man,
Okay, it's just
this
a
is
fire
good.
truck.
This is
Oh,
good.
yeah, look at
Chicago.
Oh,
It's a
nice.
fun one.
Look at
It's
that.
around
Oh yeah,
stage
stage
lights.
lights.
Yeah.
That's what we've been missing.
Nice.
For real.
I love it.
We look good
All right,
in the
so I'm going to
lights.
tilt this. It is the War on Peace playing something brand new in the car. here on Car Con Carne. I'm going to try to do sound for this on the fly with literally no aptitude whatsoever. So here we go. The War on Peace. Thank you for watching on Facebook Live.
Thank you.
Have at it, gentlemen.
Burning up jet fuel, all the kids are flying high. High school students know the real truth. This is where you come due time. High school breaking up jet fuel, all the kids are flying high. High school kids know the real truth. This is where they come to die. High school, somebody gave you Adderall just in time. High school, working that curfew, everybody's feeling alright. I'm feeling cynical, the kids have gone clinically insane. They couldn't pay attention, so they gave them all prescriptions to behave. Lost in a system that doesn't have vision to change.
Hey DJ!
You better take your medicine before they put you back in that cage. High school kids know the real truth. This is where they lose their faith. High school burning up jet fuel, all the kids are flying high. High school kids know the real truth. This is where they come to die.
Hey DJ!
High school, somebody gave you Adderall just in time. High school, breaking that curfew, everybody's feeling alright. High school, burning up jet fuel, all the kids are flying high. High school kids know the real truth. This is where you come due time. Now tell us how it happened, exactly where you were when they came in. I know it isn't easy, PTSD, but you'll still live. Now did you really know them? Did they have real friends or just weapons? Our thoughts and our prayers go to your loved ones. This just in. High school kids know the real truth. This is where they come to die.
Hey DJ!
High school burning up jet fuel, all the kids are flying high. High school kids know the real truth. This is where you come to die. High school, somebody gave you Adderall just in time. High school, breaking that curfew, everybody's feeling alright. High school, burning up jet fuel, all the kids are flying high. High school kids know the real truth. This is where you come due time. Let me carry your books, I can see how you look when I walk by. Baby, what's good? You got me hooked, I can't deny. You came in the classroom, you were in the bathroom, getting high. AR-15, he's barely 16, looking at life. Most likely to succeed in the first degree. Baby, watch the bullets fly. You're down on your knees, asking God please to get you out alive. Don't let me die. Don't let me die.
Holy crap. I hope people watching on Facebook Live are clapping. That was great. Wow, that was so good. My first time hearing that, and then my first thought listening to that is the War on Peace sound that I kind of have come to know, it seemed like the last 5 or 6 song EP went a little more in the pop, dancey, funky direction.
Yeah, I think so. A little bit. We're not afraid to try new things. So, but this one feels a little more like story, a little more sample based, a little bit more like, you know. We think people are going to hate it, so that's a good.
Oh my God, no! Absolutely not. I love it, and of course, welcome to Chicago. As we're doing the Facebook Live, the feed crapped out for a second because my Park Chicago app decided to kick in and say that I was running out of time.
Classic.
So I quickly recovered there. So hopefully we only lost like 10 seconds of performance, but the entire performance will be on the podcast because you own the rights to your song, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, just.
We own
Gotta
everything.
ask that of all my guests, just because I don't want to lose my house over this podcast. All right, so we're going to let them disassemble. We're going to Thanos snap them back into their car with their gear, and we're going to reconvene and record the podcast. So we're going to talk all about the band as we eat tacos from Taqueria Moran. That will be on carconcarne.com, Google Play Music, Apple, Stitcher, TuneIn, wherever you get podcasts. That is... You'll hear the whole thing. You'll hear that performance fully mixed. If you're watching on Facebook Live right now, let's say the date again for Lincoln Hall.
May 17th. It's a Friday night. It's going to be awesome.
So you really have no excuse. Friday night, you're going to want to get out.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. We have some special surprises lined up.
Balloon animals for the kids?
Oh, you're not far off. You are not far off, sir. How did you know?
This is why
You've
I have
been reading
you
my
here.
emails. How dare you?
I'm a fan of this band, and you heard it here in the car, in the performance. Their use of technology, the lyrics, everything comes together. It's a really cool sounding band, really cool band. Go see them at Lincoln Hall. The War and Peace, that was fantastic.
Thank you so much.
All right, so if you're listening to the podcast, literally... You'll feel nothing different. We're just going to go right into the interview. If you're watching on Facebook Live, please share this and tell a friend. Car Con Carne, presented by the Autobarn Mazda of Evanston. All right, disassemble. There's that ambient noise of the blue line.
Yeah, that's called the L.
That is called the L.
It's called the L, James.
Very famous.
Have you lived here long? Because it's the L.
I'm brand new. Listen, I know you're from Northwest Indiana, so you probably don't see the L as often.
Chicagoland. We have trains, though. We see them.
Not like that. Not like the blue line.
Not like the blue line.
Not like that sleek blue rocket heading toward O'Hare.
So futuristic.
All right, so we went into Taqueria Moran, and we got, just to make it easy, we all got the same thing. And
Experience it all together.
And it's on my recommendation. We all have
tacos
El Pastor, which is I've had them here before. They're very good.
Are we supposed to eat this now?
Sure. I forgot. I never fed you last time, so you don't know. You don't know protocol.
I don't know the protocols here.
Yeah, crank them open.
Scared.
Last time we were going to video in the haunted house, and then we learned about the video, and then we just went through the haunted house.
It was scary.
What's funny is I went
best.
back to that same haunted house the following year with a band called the Burst in Bloom, and they were only one guy in the band was into it. The other guys were scared shitless. They were.
Really?
Next year when I do it, I need to find a band that is totally all in, loves that stuff.
Yeah, that was terrifying. I did not like it. This is good.
El Pastor's a winner. Wait, you don't have a second one, do you?
I don't have a
There you
second one. I get a second one?
Oh yeah, everyone gets two.
No, I thought I was just getting one because I'm the lead singer.
You know what? It's 2 for Tuesday, bro.
Oh, man.
It's Taco Tuesday. It's 2 for Tuesday. R.I.P. Loop, as I say that.
Thank you, James. This is amazing.
All guests get tacos courtesy of the Car Con Carne account. This is too hot to eat. This is.
I'm eating it. I don't care.
I think I just lost my
I know,
fingerprints.
it's hotter than it seems.
It-
Put it in your mouth.
Mhm.
It'd be all right.
Mine's are like,
So I've never had this before. I've had a lot of tacos in Chicago.
this is very good.
But not,
Oh yeah.
it's delicious.
How long have they been here?
I don't even know. The band Sleep On It did my podcast once, and they introduced me to this place, and I loved it enough to come back. Did I distribute napkins?
Not yet. I was just using the back of your shirt. I hope that's okay.
Perfect. Here's one napkin you can share. And I knew it. I knew it. I said to the guy, "Are there napkins in there?" Oh yeah, we'll give you napkins.
I saw him.
I knew he was going to skimp.
He did.
It was a bald face lie, or was it a bold face?
He totally
bald
skimped.
face.
We have a total of 3 napkins.
All right.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
I mean,
Yeah.
share 'em.
But there are 4 of us.
You guys want to share my net? I'll rip it in half.
There you go.
No, we got like 2.
I'm going to eat
We
this
have like
second
2
time. I was
napkins.
starving, James. This
I know.
is incredible.
I'm going to invoke host privilege and take a full napkin for myself.
You deserved it. You're like Carson, man. You're the Carson of the Car Con Carne. That's a lot of car. What's it like to know that you're making and breaking careers?
Is that what I'm doing?
I don't know. Aren't you?
I haven't made or broken my own.
No, that's not true. You're a staple. You're an author.
Everyone knows J-Bo.
Everyone knows J-Bo. Well, every time we came on last time, people were like, "That's amazing." And I was like, "I know, we made it."
Clearly. These are delicious. I forgot how good these are.
These are very good.
Because tacos are kind of, they're easy, right? There are so many taquerias in Chicago. They're all varying degrees of the same thing. This pastor flavor is fantastic.
It's really nice.
So
I could do this a lot.
Yeah, I've been on a mission to find like the best fish taco in Chicago, which I know like it's the Midwest, you know, like you go to the coast.
Oh no, there are good ones here.
I know, but what do you think? What do you think?
Where do you
is
go?
The best fish taco in Chicago.
I want to say I had good ones. There's a place called El Corrido on the far north side. I had really good fish tacos there.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll read them.
There it is. Write it down. That's really good.
It was really good. All right, let's talk about your band.
Let's do it.
I mean, they
So
are
you said
hot.
more new music in May? Is that right?
May we are releasing our next EP called Mutual Destruction.
I mean, that's the plan.
That's the plan. I'm getting some pushback right now.
Well, Jeremy's tasked with the final mixes.
He's
so
mixing
I just
it.
have to
He's
finish
feeling
mixing
the-
it, and I'm
feeling the heat.
we're getting there. It'll be fine, I'm sure.
So direction-wise, we were talking about this after you played the new song. Tell me the name of the new song again.
High school.
High School. Definitely a more edgy song than what we heard on your last outing, which came out in October or whatever
Yeah.
it was last year.
Yeah.
Specifically on that last round of songs, you were definitely playing around with what you could accomplish with your vocals. Was that auto-tune you were using on your voice, or?
Oh, there's more of that coming on this next record. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that don't like that, and I get it. We kind of feel, and I'm sure Jeremy has, and Grahm have great thoughts on this, but we just look at it as it's just a tool, and we're not. I wouldn't qualify us as like pop artists or anything like that, whatever that means. But Jeremy, what are your thoughts on autotune?
These tacos are incredible.
That's not what I asked you.
I don't know. I just
Should we talk? Are we nerding out too much talking about plugins? I don't really care. I think if it
autotune's
works, it works, right?
Autotunes, I
That's
don't
not
know.
mine.
Some people just have it has a negative connotation for some people who are purists, let's say.
I mean, I don't need autotune to sing. I can
That's
sing
the
fine.
thing,
I mean, he does a little, but
How dare you?
Oh man.
the point is we're using it as an effect when we want to, and it's paint. Are you going to use these colors and these colors, or those colors and those colors? And those are colors we want to use. That's all that it is.
It's not Milli
how
Vanilli,
purist?
you know?
Yeah, like how purist do you want to get? Like, should you not use like distortion or reverb or delay? Oh, you should. That's not natural. Like,
And to the point of what you're saying, this is a band, the War and Peace, that uses technology to great effect. This is just another technology tool
yeah.
in your proverbial belt. Or
We love it
metaphorical
all,
belt.
man. We love the garage stuff. We love the
Yeah, I mean,
craft work or whatever.
my thing with it is like Steven has an incredible voice, right?
Aw.
If we were but
That
if-
was the right answer, Jeremy. Were you paying attention?
if we were using it to compensate for a lesser
Right.
vocalist, right? That
That's
would be
it.
a different kind of
That's
That's
so
it.
sweet.
Aw.
And we never got a
Yes.
chance to talk about.
Great
hang on, here's the garbage bag.
Oh,
Those were great. Like I would go back in and order
I-
more.
oh my
good.
Yeah.
lord, that was
See if
so
I can
good.
Shoot it. Oh, all right.
Thank you.
We never got a chance to talk about your video,
Which video?
97 camera.
Oh yeah.
I made
Yeah.
a video.
That was
Yeah.
beautifully shot.
Thank you.
That was
Kurt-
like your
Chris-
American Graffiti video.
Oh, wow, Chris Hirschman.
The Chris Hirschman.
The Chris Hirschman was kind enough to film it for us, direct and film, and
Give us
he did a really great job. Phenomenal.
Love
Really did.
Yeah.
And you can see it on your YouTube.
Go to the YouTube,
We got one of those.
the War on Peace YouTube channel page thing.
I feel well sated here. All right, so coming up, there's the show at Lincoln Hall.
Yeah, May 17th.
New release. That'll be the record release show.
Pretty much.
Are you going to do it on vinyl?
Man, I have looked into it, and I would love to do that one day, but it's so expensive.
Talk to my friends at Smash Plastic.
Oh,
Yeah?
my buddy my buddy Chris Banta. By the way,
I know that name.
Chris Banta of a band called Brother.
Brother Oh Brother?
Brother Oh Brother.
Yeah.
They are one of the most fun bands to watch live. Like, it's
Indianapolis.
incredible.
Look at
Like,
that.
he's like,
Shameless-
it's like
shameless indie
WWE, but like White Stripes. You should get them on your show.
Sold.
He is awesome.
Yeah,
He's
no,
the coolest dude.
They're
Anyway,
incredibly
shout out to those
entertaining,
guys. He's like big in vinyl. He has a label, and he signs bands and does vinyl releases and stuff. And he told me about Smash Plastic.
Smash Plastic, the only record pressing facility in Illinois.
Yeah,
Really?
it's awesome. Is this
true.
podcast going to go out on vinyl one day? Can you,
You know, it's funny.
That would
I-
be like the most inefficient.
That would be awesome.
Yes and no. All right, here. Okay, you're leading me here. Here's what I want to do. I want to do a 7-inch release, maybe a series of 7-inch releases. A side, performance from the car, fully mixed and mastered.
man.
B side, 4-minute interview hook or clip from that thing. Band on the cover, joint project, significant portions going to some charity,
That's great.
limited pressing. That's
yeah.
my fantasy.
You
for
should do
That's
that.
Sign
dude.
us up. We'll do it.
I'm dying to do this.
We'd love to be on. We're not. I mean, I know I know the great Billy
Oh, come
Corrigan
on.
sat in this.
Well, it's not like he performed.
Not yet. We'll get him. We'll get him in
Bill
here.
just laughs.
I said this before. The last time you were here, and I loved what you just did tonight. The last time you were here, High Rise Lies, one of my favorite performances. I mean, I guess it's
That's so nice of you.
You
to
tell all
say.
the girls that, JB.
Yeah.
Come on.
it's a very shallow pool,
believable.
but in this car, it was one of the best performances.
Thank you.
But no, I loved it, and again, it goes
It's good
back.
to be a big fish in a small pond.
it goes back to
Small
that use of
Mazda.
technology.
In a small Mazda. It's good to be a big fish.
But
in a
you know how to
small
use
Mazda.
technology. You know how to. I mean, the songwriting is clearly there, and the way you build it with sounds and those different elements, I loved it. So yeah, we should do a 7-inch.
Hey, we're
Thank
gonna
you.
play High Rise Lies at Lincoln Hall. So
Yeah, you are.
on Friday night, man. You should come by.
I would love
You,
to.
you should come by and intro us.
Yeah.
You'd be awesome.
Would you let me?
Oh,
Heck
are you
yes,
kidding
I'd
me?
let you intro us.
Absolutely.
You kidding me?
See, this is a new era for me. I'm okay doing stage announcements now. I don't mind doing public stuff like that. But back in the day, when I worked at Q101, this was when I first started there. It was in the 90s. And there was a love-hate relationship with the audience. The audience, that was back when alternative was
At its height.
a rallying cry. You know, people worried about other people selling out and credibility.
so funny.
So whenever, I mean, you remember that, right? I mean,
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
What a crazy time.
So whenever a Q101 disc jockey did a stage announcement, it was a public execution. It was horrible.
Really?
I dreaded going on stage because, I mean, it was just a room full of booze, shit getting thrown up on the stage, beer. I've had people spit at me. I mean, it is.
Wow.
I
you
say-
are in the right era now because everything's fluffy and nice now.
Exactly. I mean, I still
Safe space, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I still have PTSD from introducing the Flaming Lips in Metro.
Are you serious? What happened?
This was
You
stupid.
got to share this story.
This was stupid. And again, every experience was bad. Unless it was like a station created event, like a Twisted or a Jamboree where you got a bunch of marks in the room, it was always horrible.
So this is at the Metro. Was this circa She Don't Use Jelly, or was this like
No,
where they
this-
were a little more?
This would be Clouds Taste Metallic, the album after that,
Okay.
Okay.
which came out in 1995.
Yeah, so we're still talking midnight.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. So I was supposed to introduce the Lips, headlining show at Metro. They just walked on stage and started playing.
What?
As
While
I
you were
was-
introducing?
I was standing by the side of the stage, and they just walked on and started playing. I'm like, oh, I guess I don't need to do this. Great, I'm done. I had a seat up in the balcony because I was hosting the show. I had a little table there at Metro. And after the first song or two, the details are fuzzy, again, because I have PTSD. Wayne Coyne from the Lips said, hey, wasn't someone from the radio station supposed to introduce us?
Oh no.
Where is he?
No.
Yes. Shining lights up in the balcony,
You were like-
looking for
You're
me.
like, are you dying?
And Wayne's like, come on, we got to get the show going. Introduce us.
Stop. Are you serious?
Dead serious. I had no choice. I had literally no choice. I went back on stage, got shellacked by the audience. Hey, I'm James Van Altel from Q101. Go fuck yourself.
Oh my.
And I did not see the rest of the show. I had to leave. I didn't want to go back to where I was.
man.
Like, I'm out. I can't.
95 was a cruel time. These kids couldn't last, man.
Try handing out stickers after a Rancid show in 1994.
No. Oh, have you written a second book yet about this? Or is this all
Yeah.
the first one?
I wrote one book about, it was the oral history, which I'll give you. I've got a
I know, I
copy,
won't.
copy in my
I
trunk.
want to read it.
You have 3 copies? Or?
I don't, but next time
we
we
can-
can.
I'm the
we can
massive
share.
fan. How dare you?
We can share.
You all know.
Thank
I'll
you,
read
Jay.
it and I'll
No,
I'll,
I'm just
I'll
messing
take
with you.
photos of each page.
long as
and
you
send it
autograph
to
Perfect. Yeah, that'd be great.
But enough about me. The War on
you.
Peace.
But you're interesting.
I'm not.
You're like you
I'm
have
not.
all
we
these
always said we
stories.
wanted to interview you.
I
Where
live
all
in
the
a-
bodies are buried, man.
I live in the suburbs with a family and a dog. I'm not that interesting.
Your favorite show is The Goldbergs.
That's
Alright,
not at
we're
all
still-
true.
We're still, we're still holding you to it, though, JV.
Truth be told, I don't
we're
watch a
gonna
lot
pay
of
for your
TV.
babysitter. We're paying for your babysitter.
We'll pay for your babysitter. You
And
bring
you're
out the
coming out and
missus.
introing us.
Yeah,
And you intro
look at
us,
the
man.
ball.
I would, and I'll make sure if they don't applaud, I'll turn on them. I'll turn
That's
on 'em.
amazing. The only TV show,
Redemption is yours now.
the only TV show I'll really watch these days, I just get not ADD. I just get antsy, like I should be doing something else other than watching TV. I really like The Handmaid's Tale, which couldn't possibly
I've
be.
heard
Yeah.
good things. Is that good? Is it?
You didn't watch
It's-
that?
I've never seen it.
It's
No.
not something you should ever binge watch.
Oh,
To be clear,
Is it
Not
dark?
before you go to
What is
sleep
it?
either.
it's a dystopian book. I read the book years ago, Margaret Atwood, about a future society, a religious-based society, where women are basically bred to serve the men and reproduce for them. The ones
Okay.
that can, others are
Mostly
barren.
are
It's a
sterile,
real
right?
light-
Yeah.
Oh, it is
Super-
It- it's super dark. The acting in this show is phenomenal.
really?
And it's just.
Have you ever seen the OA?
Is that the planet where the Green Lanterns are from?
Nope. Something different.
Actually, it is.
Newer.
Actually, it is. That's
Yeah,
where the
oh, is
Guardians
it?
of the Universe are from.
That's
I,
where
I don't.
That's where the
Maybe
cent-
that's where they got the name.
That's where the central
really?
power.
I don't know.
That's where the central power battery is.
Am I saying that? I feel like you're making this up.
No, absolutely. OA or OA. I don't know how it's
The
pronounced.
OA is like this Netflix show, but I'm not
pretty
as
good.
smart as you, so that.
Well, no. Back,
Anyway.
when Hal Jordan first got the ring in the 1960s, he learned that he basically is part of this larger space force, an intergalactic space force of policemen called the Green Lantern Corps. Their headquarters is the planet Oa or OA, which is run by the Guardians of the Universe.
Oh man.
Little short blue people, and that's where the central battery of power is kept, where that fuels all the Green Lantern's power. So
Crazy.
whether we're talking about Hal Jordan Green Lantern or Kilowog the space alien or Guy Gardner or John Stewart, they all got their power from the same place.
You're
How
like,
fucking nerdy am I?
Wealth of
dude.
information,
I
that's for sure.
I feel
Love
like you
it.
should be the professor of whatever it is you just told me.
Most definitely.
Fair enough.
I love
Back
it.
to your band. I
Oh,
love your
yeah.
band. I have no more questions for you. I just all I want to say to someone listening: go see them. Go support their music. You're streamable everywhere.
Yeah, we are. Spotify, YouTube, everywhere. May 17th, Lincoln Hall. We'd love for you all to come out. It's going to be, we have some special surprises. We got a couple of killer opener bands that are.
Who's
gonna
opening?
set the- St. Aubin is direct support, and a new band called Mainstay is opening the show for
Great.
us. And we actually worked with Mainstay and St. Aubin, actually. We
Doing a
produced.
little producing
We
on the
produced
side,
Mainstay's 3-song EP, whatever you want to call it. And then Jeremy mixed St. Albans' new record that's coming out soon. So
Nice. So it's a family.
yeah, we've been working with people we like and artists that catch our ear and trying to, branch out a bit. So it's
And
good.
push them forward.
Push them
Yeah,
forward a
Artists
little
need
bit.
to do more of that, and less circle the wagons and everybody for themselves.
Yeah,
Exactly right.
it's been fun.
All right, guys. Thank you for doing this. The performance was great. The tacos as good as the performance.
Thank you for the
I would
tacos.
say so, yeah.
Amazing. Yes.
I'm
I'll
still
go
kind
back.
of licking the oily residue off my lips, and I'm not hating it.
I mean, we could go in and probably eat 4 more of those and be
Yeah,
fine.
you got room in the budget? Or are we maxed on that? Or no?
The next round's on you.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks, James.
All right, thank you.